Hello and welcome to lesson 3. Thank you so much for joining me. So for those of you that are just joining us, we're doing lesson 3 of A Course in Miracles. If you haven't done lessons 1 or 2, I highly recommend that you start with those. In lesson 2, I kind of jumped into lesson 3 without even noticing it, but I got excited. So, if you want to save this for later, go ahead and hit that save button. And if you're not following, go ahead and hit that follow button for more. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Sarai, and I call myself the modern day Hitch because I want to help singles just like you find their most compatible partner and get the man, the girl of their dreams. I'm an advocate of self-love, and my biggest thing and my slogan actually for all of my branding has been choose you, pick you, love you, mainly because I do truly believe that self-love is the main component to having a healthy relationship, because if you have a healthy relationship with yourself, then all the other ones kind of fall into place. The love that you give yourself is the love that you're going to receive back. But without further ado, let's get into lesson 3. Today's lesson is I do not understand anything I see in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place, wherever you are at. And what this lesson teaches us is perception. Perception of the world and our limitations because of past experiences. So not only that, our belief system. So if you did lesson 1 and lesson 2, you might have some context already as far as I removed the definition of what I was preset with. Lesson 2 was I am giving my own definition to things in my life, situations in my life. And now this lesson is I am removing the perception of my own experiences as to why I think I know this. Does that make sense? So how does this apply to our love lives? So if either you're single or in a relationship, I think this one applies both. There's no distinction. I'm going to ask you have you ever kind of found yourself making assumptions about what your partner is thinking, or what your date is thinking, or what might be happening? It's too good to be true. He might be doing shady stuff. What are the assumptions that are you making, and why are you making those assumptions? So maybe you think, for example, if you are single, that all relationships end up in heartbreak because that's been the only experience that you've had. Or that being single means that you're actually lonely, which in reality it's not, as we already know, right? So this lesson really invites you to question those perceptions. How did these perceptions really develop? Last lesson, it was kind of giving the definition of what it meant to you, but now you're going to see, why does that mean to me that? Because of whatever past experience. So maybe loyalty to you now means something different because of a past experience. Maybe honesty means something more concise or more clear to you because of past experiences. Maybe love, maybe all of those things that we go through as far as when we are trying to describe the type of person we want to be, or the type of relationship that we want to be in. So when we take the perception, you don't understand anything anymore. And that's what this lesson is all about. Really taking the entire perception off of I'm taking my past experiences off the table now. Now, what does it really mean to me? If I hadn't been in this bad relationship or this shitty relationship, what would I think really, what was my, think about it when you were maybe even younger, when you hadn't had the heartbreak, when you hadn't gone through anything yet, the divorce or anything like that. What did you think about relationships? For those of you that have never been in a relationship, and maybe you are older and you still haven't been in a relationship, because I've seen those, I've gotten those messages and those even TikToks from some of my singles that are well, I've never been in a relationship, so I don't even know what it means to be in a relationship. Okay, well, so then at this point, like you have nobody has tarnished that definition for you. So what does that mean to you? And if you don't know what it means to you, then take the judgment that you are feeling and you're giving to yourself as to like, I'm X years old and I haven't been in a relationship. Like, what does it matter at that point? You know what I mean? So really just take into consideration all of those things and your perceptions and your judgment behind all of this. Like, no, you are the one that is judging yourself. You are the one that is putting all the pressure on yourself. So why are you doing this? Is it because of past experience, or because maybe you are still living off of somebody else's definition and you haven't really truly given yourself your own true definition to yourself? So I'll leave you with that one. I hope you enjoy lesson 3, and let me know how it went. Let me know if this one was a little bit harder. I feel like this one might be a little bit harder than the other 2. But if you need help, I'm only a message away. And if you want to save, follow, whatever, I would greatly appreciate it. I am sending you all lots and lots of love and light your way.